If you're just starting out, I highly recommend you try unlocking the map as much as possible. It'll be a lot easier to teleport everywhere to finish those quests rather than running around everywhere. Fuck! Do not ever use your fragile resins, at least until you're AR level 45. You've probably heard this from other people time and time again, and it's for a good reason too. This is a very crucial tip, since using these to farm materials in the early game is going to be a waste. You can't really get any of the good shit in the early game anyways, so it's best just to save them until AR level 45 and to grind the fuck out of those artifact domains, because trust me, you'll be stuck there for a while. Make sure you guys look up which weapons fit each character, because not all weapons can work on every character. Like, Wolf's Gravestone is not a good weapon on Noelle. Please stop doing that. If you're questing and you're annoyed at Paimon's little voice, you can do this neat little life hack. You can go here, volume, and bap. There you go. Easy fix. Do not let random people join your world. Trust me, they do not want to become your friend. They just want to yoink your shit. Meta slaves will argue with me, but I am a firm believer that every character in this game can work. If you want to play Lisa, you can. If you want to play Xiangling, you can. If you want to play Kaya, you're going to get bullied, but yeah, sure, you can. Anything can work as long as you have good artifacts, a decent weapon, and the right team comp built around them. Hell, I even used the main DPS Barbara. It can work, trust me. Don't worry too much about artifacts in the early game, or at least until you start getting some purple ones, since you're going to be getting rid of the level 1, 2, and 3 artifacts to upgrade the newer ones. But before then, just put on whatever you can find and focus on upgrading the character and the weapon. This game is actually pretty generous when it comes to giving you free rolls, but don't let this get you addicted, because before you know it, you'll be spending countless amounts of money just to try and get all the different waifus of the boobs and the ass and even the men. If you're into that kind of stuff, you'll be brainwashed by MiHoYo, not knowing what's going on, and oh, now you're homeless. If you do, however, can't stop rolling but don't want to spend all your money in one day, you can buy something that's called a Welkin Blessing. It's basically a huge discount on gems, but the only downside is that it's given to you in small crumb doses over a 1-month period. It also requires you to log in every day during that month to claim the 90 Primogem bonus, but if you do the math, this blessing plus your daily commissions, you're basically getting 1 roll every single day, which is pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Why the fuck do I feel like a salesperson for MiHoYo right now? Always use a healer in your team. Please, and I mean please, don't be one of those guys who uses 4 DPSs in one team and wonders why he can't clear Abyss. Please don't do that.
Dude, like, what is that? Can somebody explain what the fuck just happened there?
Whether it's not knowing what to farm or just need something to do, your adventure journal is your best friend. It shows you a list of every domain that's open for witch talent books, weapon essential materials, artifacts, you name it, everything you need is in that book. It even gives you these new player challenges that can easily be completed for some quick loot and XP. Now, if you're still stuck or you can't find what you need and the book isn't helping, try out this interactive map on Google. Almost everyone uses this and it gives a lot more information about the game for more experienced players. Please farm something. Farm anything. Now, this is my opinion, but I feel like most people would agree with me that refreshing your resin using Primogems is fine, but only to a specific point. And like, I get it, right? You just want to farm or have something to do, so refreshing it once or twice for 50 to 100 primos is whatever. But when it starts hitting that 200 mark is when I think it's time to stop. If you think about it, Primogems are basically happy points. It's the only currency that allows you to have a chance to spawn that glimmering, shining beacon of hope. God damn, isn't it beautiful? So trust me, don't do this. Just go play something else or jerk off while you wait. Chests are everywhere, and I mean fucking everywhere, so keep your eyes peeled, motherfucker. They're behind a tree, behind a rock, underwater, in the sky, in your ass. These fuckers will literally be scattered everywhere. Even when you think they're gone, they're right behind you. Hell, you want to know just how ridiculous these chests can be? Hold my beer. Check this out. You ready? You go here, you stand here on this branch, and boom. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe? Does that make sense? Try making sure that your team takes advantage of an elemental resonance, which are basically these buffs that your whole team gets if you run a specific combo of elements. For example, double pyro is more attack, double hydro is more healing, double anemo has more stamina and lower cooldowns, and so on. Choose whichever one you think suits more for your team. During your leveling, you might encounter some domains that are called one-time domains, which means you can only do them once, but it gives you a shit ton of XP and a shrine key, which is really great. Make sure you do them as soon as you unlock them. They're really good for leveling up fast. If you find yourself stuck with no resin and nothing to do, try to see if you've done all the side quests for each area. You can do so by heading on over to the Reputation NPC and clicking on World Quests. On top of that, there are also some secret quests scattered around the area you can try to find and activate. You can try searching them for yourself, or you can just do what everyone else does and Google it. Anemoculus and Geoculus are these glowing gems that you find scattered around their respective regions. You can offer these gems to their statue to receive Primogems, XP, but most importantly, more stamina. This is is a pretty big part of the game since the stamina upgrade you get is permanent and actually helps so much. Sooner or later at one point, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to collect them all, so be sure to mark the ones that you've already grabbed in your map, because guess what? If you're missing one, and only one, you're gonna have to go through the whole thing over again. Or you could just craft the gadget that finds the last one. It's no big deal. Try to not just level up and farm one single character for your whole playthrough. I know this sounds stupid, but I've seen a bunch of players try to get around with just one character. It'll get difficult once you start having to deal with enemies with the same element as your character. If you're really struggling to kill a boss or clear a domain by yourself, remember that you can always queue up for co-op. You can easily just find a group of people to play with, and it's actually quite fun to— holy fuck, is that a sacrificial sword on Jean? Okay, fucking leave! If you don't have a good healer, because let's be honest, Barbara fucking sucks! You can just stick to food in the meantime. I recommend cooking a lot of hash browns and chicken madams since they heal a pretty decent amount for how easy they are to make. Once you start to reach near endgame content, you're gonna start to realize that damage isn't everything. It's surviving that's gonna be the main problem. And no matter how strong your healer truly is, they're not gonna be able to heal you face tanking a full combo from those fucking Geobishops! Fuck! Which brings me to my next tip. Do not underestimate shields. Shields are really crucial when it comes to survivability, and to be honest, it may even be better than heals overall in some types of scenarios. I know that this one is going to sound pretty dumb, but actually try to make sure that you don't miss out on any events at all. I have missed out on a couple events either because I was too lazy to do them or I was focusing on doing something else, but trust me, missing out on an event feels really shitty. They are all for a limited time, so it's either going to be a really long while until I come back, or they might not even come back ever again. So it should be the first thing on your mind as you log in, because some of them give a fuck ton of free Primogems or even free characters. And last but not the least, my final tip: have fun, guys. Be sure to cherish every single moment, whether it be finding a chest, soaring the skies of Liyue, finally being able to clear out one floor in Abyss that you were stuck on. All those moments, be sure to remember them, because all I'm remembering is how I got a C4 fucking Chi-Chi. How fucking unlucky am I?